Hello everyone and welcome to week 70 of Top 5 Wrestling Animations of the Week. Another great week for small animators here. Again, they can't all make it onto the top 5, but I do want to keep shouting them out when they're doing great work. They're all getting so good. I'm really happy to see some small up and coming channels really improving their skills, taking on advice, not getting offended when people give them constructive criticism. It's great to see, and I hope you all keep improving and continue to grow your channels because it's awesome. Getting into the honourable mentions this week, first off we have LLI with his Meltzer driver. Then we have Suplex Network with his Headlock driver. And then we have the return of Wardies with his Spiral Tap. Welcome back Wardies, I hope you keep it up, work off a little bit of that rust and hopefully pick up some points before the end of the year. Moving into the top 5 now, we have Mikey with his Meltzer driver. I'm going to assume that's a WAD stip because I saw quite a few people doing a Meltzer driver this week, so it's cool to see. So this one here from Mikey was super smooth, it had some nice joint movements in there. The speed was a little too fast for me however, and the reaction could have used more. The flow was also a little bit all over the place due to the speed changes, and the string was also very clear. Solid overall however, a very good animation. Fourth place this week we have ARW with his Package Pile driver. So I really loved the joint movements on this, they were super realistic and nicely smooth. The reaction could have been better however, and it had that issue that a few of your animations have, being that the person delivering the move often looks just as hurt at the end of the move as the person who's taking the move, but other than that I thought it had a really good flow and perfect speed in my opinion. Third place this week we have LMS with his People's Moonsault. This was very smooth throughout. I think your rope running can use a couple more picks however, as they always seem to just kind of suddenly be leaning really deep into the ropes. Other than that though, you're getting very good at arm movements during taunts. You take advantage of all the articulation, which is great to see. The string was quite clear here however, and there were also a few blurry frames during the moonsault, as well as a bit of an awkward landing on that. It just looked a bit strange as his legs landed on him more than his actual torso. But the joint movements throughout were all pretty solid, so a very good animation. Second place this week we have WZW with his Pedigree. This was very smooth, had realistic movements as always, it had a solid impact as well. I liked the little subtle rope bounce she did since it was a small impact move. The reaction could have used more, especially since it's Dolph taking the move and we all know how he sells, but it worked well enough. It was a simple animation overall, but you executed it very well. And first place this week we have RAW with his Deja Vu. Sometimes you move the joints too much between frames. This does cause like small little chops, but that is just me nitpicking here. It's smooth as hell for the most part. The flow was awesome. The joint movements were very expressive as always. The reaction was great from Rude, but I didn't really like Punk being completely rigid after hitting the move. I always like to see just a little bit of movement from the person who hit the move. You had great control on all the twists however, and it's a very adventurous move to try, and you did a fantastic job here. Now if we take a look at the leaderboard, in 5th place it is now a tie between ARW and Mikey, who are both on 44 points now. I love that we've now got a fight at the top of the board and at the bottom of the board. That's really cool to see. If those guys can push up as well, it would be awesome. 4th place is still LKS with 50 points. 3rd place is still STG with 77 points. 2nd place is still WZW with 111 points now. And in 1st place is still LMS, now on 123 points. So that does it for this week guys, a very good week. It was nice to see. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.